Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Storytime. I honestly don't even remember what episode number we're on right now. We've been so fortunate to have the most amazing and talented guest lineup so far, and I'm so grateful for that. But today's episode, Bachelor Nation, you're going to love it. I know we had Robbie Hayes in the beginning, few weeks of Storytime. This time we have Dustin Kendrick from Hannah Brown's season. I'm sure Bachelor Nation remembers him, knows and loves him. I am stoked. I am a huge Bachelorette fan. And this goes back to like my iHeart days when I interviewed guys like Chase and Robbie again, and Luke and Diggy and James Taylor and Chad. So it's been so fun catching up with the new group of guys, and we're gonna have some badass Bachelor ladies as well. So can't wait for that. Stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy. All right, everyone, welcome back. I am here with Dustin Kendrick. Dustin, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So I want to start with the question that I always forget to ask people, but with you, I'm not forgetting. So I want to know, what made you want to apply to be on TV, just like professing your love, catching feelings just in front of millions of people?
Yeah, for sure. Around this time, a recruiter found me. And I had just turned 30, and I was like, why not? Why not just give it a shot? I wasn't really looking to do this. I wasn't really hoping to get on. A recruiter found me, and at first I was like, I don't know, but I figured, why not? I just turned 30. Let's try something new. Who knows what happens? We'll see.
And then I want to know, because obviously you have to give up a lot to I think you can't have your phones and stuff like that. So you obviously can't have a normal life while you're recording. So what was it like? Like, did you have to take a break from work and just tell everyone, all right, I'm peacing out for however long?
Yeah, I took a leave of absence for 3 months. Just took a leave of absence. Said, why not? Let's just try this. I'm a real estate broker, and my other job was serving, so it wasn't as difficult as some people might have it. But yeah, decided, why not? Let's do this.
And then what was the whole experience like? Because I've had conversations where I hear it's not always what you see on TV. There's a lot that goes on off camera or that they cut out. So for you, just kind of sum up that whole experience on Hannah's season.
Yeah, I mean, I think in any show, which I didn't know, there's a lot that goes on behind camera. I mean, people are only seeing 2 hours of a whole week's worth of filming from, early mornings to late nights. It was something I was for sure not familiar with. I had no idea how reality TV would be, but it was an experience getting there, just having no connections to the rest of the world, no phone, no laptop, no TV, no music. It was definitely a little strenuous on your mental health, but it was an experience, and you kind of just open up and meet these new guys, and you develop friendships and bonds, and yeah, it's crazy.
And keeping up with you on social media, it seems like you and the other former contestants have like a fraternity. Like, I see you guys are always posting with each other. I know you did a YouTube video with Tyler and Hannah. So how special is it to have that experience that not very many people at all have, and just to kind of keep those relationships going post-show?
Yeah, it's definitely like a fraternity or sorority, as you might see it. I've met a lot of people that have been on the show prior to me, and it's just like a fraternity. It's crazy to explain, and it is like a very unique situation that I'm totally grateful for being on the show and able to meet all these cool people and these cool opportunities that come about. And those friendships last forever too. They last forever. So forever grateful for the experience of it.
And I know it's been weird with COVID, obviously. I know they had Claire now, Tayshia's season, and Matt's going to be filming or is filming. But there's nothing about Bachelor in Paradise. So I want to know, are you single? Would you ever go to Paradise? What are your thoughts on that?
I am single, and I don't know. I haven't heard anything either. We'll see. I'm not sure. It'll probably be a last minute decision, game time decision. If they ask me if I do want to do it or don't want to do it, it just depends on what state I am when that
There
comes
you
up.
go. And
Yeah,
I
we'll see
know
though.
for a lot of contestants, especially ones that everybody loved, like you, your fame kind of blows up once the show or once the season airs. So for you, what has been the craziest thing since now having all these thousands of followers and people recognizing you?
The craziest thing. I think honestly, I had someone cry, and I don't think I'm really. I don't find myself being like blown up or famous or anything. I'm just a normal guy. I was on a show, but some girl cried on me. It was insane.
Oh my
But
gosh. How old
other
was
than
she?
she was in her 20s. Yeah, she was a young
Oh my
adult. Yeah.
gosh.
But other than that, it's crazy for people to like just recognize you, know your name, and treat you like somewhat of a celebrity. It's insane. But I'm forever grateful for it though. It's
And then
insane.
the best part. So take away all the followers and new fans you have, but you've also had a lot of opportunities. So what has been the best thing to come from the show?
The best thing to come from the show. Let's see. I think there's a lot that comes from it. But honestly, I think the friendships from the guys are like the best thing that I can get. I've had conversations with some of those guys I haven't had with my longtime friends. When you're kind of stuck with nothing to distract you, you're just in tune into conversation. So that I would say for sure friendship. Other than that, I just love the fact that I do have a following and I can inspire people to do good. And I like to use my platform for positive, positive roles and whatnot. Getting people to help out in their community, inspire people, and just to do good.
I love that. And I think it's something that everybody needs a little bit of in 2020. It's been hard to stay positive, but I've loved your
Yeah,
like inspirational messages on social. So it's a good follow. Everyone give them a follow. Just, I was going to ask you this at the end, but what's your social media so people can keep up with you?
my social media is Dustin B Kendrick. Yeah, you can give me a follow. I'm goofy. I'm funny. I do a lot of volunteering. I have a couple projects coming up. I do stuff with food. So just your average Joe guy in Chicago.
Perfect. And then I had to write all this down because I feel like you have a lot going on right now. So I'll kind of let you explain and introduce the different ventures, but I know you do
For sure.
something with food and then
Yeah.
also fitness. So if you want to go ahead
Yeah.
and plug both of those.
For sure. So the first one is called Herd Chef, and it's a cooking series around Chicago where I go and um, meet these up and coming chefs, these creative chefs, and they teach me how to cook a dish of theirs, and it just brings them more engagement, especially right now with restaurants being closed. It
Mhm.
helps bring engagement to them and hopefully get their takeout orders out up and whatnot. But it's super fun. It's not like your average cooking show. It could get a little funny, raunchy. We talk about personal. We talk very personal on there and whatnot. But
Love
it's
it.
overall a good time. And fitness in the park. Fitness in the park. Me and Clay started it this summer. We have two other business partners in it, two other ladies. And what we do is we just pick a blah blah blah, pick a trainer out of Chicago, and we pick a new park out of Chicago, and we just have a safe, COVID-free, COVID safety. I don't know how COVID friendly workout where people are safe, not too close to each other, but you get a good workout, and it helps them build those endorphins. Right, this year has been tough for everyone, mentally, physically, and we just want to encourage people to get out, have a great workout. We normally do donation based. And it's
Okay.
just a way to kind of get out, see your community, a different park around Chicago, and get a good workout in.
That's awesome. And so going back to the food, it might just be a question I have because it's lunchtime and I'm starving. But have you had a favorite meal that you've made where, or that they've taught you how to make, where you've gone home and you're like, okay, I can do this one to impress people?
Uh, I haven't tried it by myself. I'm a little scared. But I think all the meals that we do cook are very durable. Funny as it seems, I hate just cooking for myself. I wouldn't mind cooking for like, you know, a party, some people, but with COVID
Yeah.
and everything, it's kind of hard. But they are doable. I'm a little nervous. You guys will have to watch and see if you guys can reenact it. But if I had to do a favorite, oh man, that's tough. I can't pick a favorite. I'm sorry. It's
Hey,
too
they're all
hard.
good. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
And then my dad's family is from Chicago. They're all here, or they're all in Arizona right now, in California. But I know they constantly just bring up amazing stories of growing up in Woodstock, and just how amazing Chicago was. They would never go back because it's too cold.
It
But
is cold.
I,
Yeah.
yeah, I can't do it. I live in Reno right now. I lived in Scottsdale, and my like Reno is just too cold. There's no way I'd survive a Chicago winter. But I
Yeah.
want to know what you love the most about the amazing city of Chicago, and would you ever leave?
Man, Chicago, I am absolutely head over heels in love with Chicago. I've been in Chicago for almost a decade now. And besides the skyline, the beautiful city, the architecture, the river, the lake, the people. I'm in love with the people here. It's a community. It's a big city, but it's a small community still. And I'm in love with the people, and it's just I love the fact that I can leave my house, go get some groceries, and I'll see someone I know and just
Mhm.
have conversations and whatnot. So yeah, I love Chicago. I don't know if I'll ever leave. I wouldn't mind trying out other places for maybe like a few months up to a year, but
Mhm.
Chicago's going to be home base for sure.
Okay. And then are you, I would assume if you've been there for almost a decade, a Chicago sports fan? Do you have a
Oh,
favorite Chicago team?
I support all Chicago teams. I support them all. I hope they all do well, good, and I'm there to root them all on. Grew up a Bulls fan for sure. Um, when I moved to Chicago, I slowly started becoming more of a Cubs fan over the Sox. But
Mhm.
overall, I support them all. Blackhawks, all of it.
There you go. So were you in town when the Cubs won the World Series a few years
Oh
ago?
yeah, I was. Yeah, I was right by the stadium, and
Were
the
you
game.
really?
Yeah, and the game was in. It was in Ohio, but
Mhm.
everyone was watching it down at Wrigley Field. And when they won, oh my God. It was I've never experienced anything like that or seen anything close to like that since I've been there. The whole city was just in such a good mood. There were people just flooding the streets. It was insane.
Oh, that's so cool. I was watching, so my dad and brothers went to the two games, or however many that were in Chicago, that they lost, but they were hanging out outside of Wrigley. And they were like, okay, we're bad luck. And then, of course, they end up winning on the road. But yeah, it's
Probably the
so unreal. And I am a Diamondbacks fan, so it's been rough. I
okay.
know it was a little rough for the Cubs, but the White Sox were actually like somewhat decent.
Yeah, they weren't too bad. And back on that what was I gonna say? I don't know. Never mind. I forgot what I was gonna say. But
All good.
I'm
Well, I
sorry.
work in baseball. I work for AAA for the Diamondbacks. So I know the Iowa
Oh, cool.
Cubs come here. Like, I don't know if it's every year, but let me know and I'll get you out to a game. Get you some
Oh, for
beer, some hot
sure.
dogs. We'll make it
Oh, for
happen.
sure. Oh,
First
what I was gonna.
pitch,
What's that?
we'll give you a first pitch. Like, it'll
Oh,
be
I would love
awesome.
that. I would love that. Back to what I was gonna say. When they won the championship that year,
Hmm.
that was the greatest comeback of all time. I feel like. I
Hmm.
don't know if you remember, but they were down like 3 games or something like that,
Hmm.
uh, and came back and won. It was insane. Everyone thought they were gonna lose, but anyways, I would love to come out there, do a first pitch. I do miss baseball season. I do miss it.
Same. We'll make it happen. And then just finally, I know you mentioned you have a few things coming up and you may want to save it for your social media to unveil it, but can you give anybody any like clues of when you might be announcing these projects?
These projects,
Or
I
whatever
can
you
go
have
ahead.
coming up.
Yeah, I mean, depends. What do you know? What do you know what I have coming up?
I don't know anything.
You know
I do
somebody? I'm
not have
messing
the
with
sources.
you. One thing I'm really excited for and proud of is another project I'm doing. And I volunteer a lot, and I try to get the community to get involved. And I'm starting this website called Guaranteed Karma. It should be ready by early next year.
Okay.
But yeah, it gets the community together. It's easy to navigate somewhere to volunteer. And the kicker is you get an incentive. So after you volunteer, you get a discount to your local favorite store or, something as that. So,
Oh, okay. That's really cool.
yeah. So I'm super excited about it, and we'll see what happens.
Love that. Well, you already gave us the way to follow you on social media. So I'm looking forward to keeping up with that. And I think volunteering too. I know it's a little tough right now with COVID just for everybody. But I think once the world gets in a better place, I think volunteers will be so much needed just because there's so many people hurting right now. So
For
major
sure.
props to you for doing that. And I think it will help a lot of people. So excited for that.
Thank you. Thank you. Me too.
Good. Well, Dustin, thank you so much for joining the show. It was a pleasure. And hopefully I'll see you at the ballpark someday soon.
Sounds good. I hope so too. You take care.